Be careful there. All right, so taking love and kindness to the streets. I always do a lot of little research before I start a talk because I want to kind of plug in different ways that we can do this. And so I found a unique video that I thought was really, really cute. So we're going to actually start with a video today. And it's two individuals. I think they're husband and wife, or their boyfriend and girlfriend. They're really in love. And what makes them kind of unique is that they took a challenge, the two on the right. They took a challenge from a company called Spoonful of Comfort. And this company, actually, they're a real company. You can go on their website, and if you wanted to, you could send a gift to somebody, and they make it up for you. So it's kind of unique. So here's what I want you to do when you watch this. And it's a little bit, probably 4.5 minutes. I want you to do two things. One is I want you to watch how their reactions are and the reactions of the people to them. And then I want you to watch how do you feel. How do you feel when you see what they do? And then we'll come back on the other side. Okay, it's actually very good. So go ahead and turn the lights down and click the light down here. And there we go. Go ahead, Martin.
Okay. All right, how do I look?
ABC, it's as simple as can be. 1, 2, 3, baby, you got me. So I don't know my right hand from my left.
So Spoonful of Comfort has challenged us to do 5 random acts of kindness. They're very, very simple and they're very easy to do.
All you need to be able to share the love is you need a Sharpie, a poster, and you.
Stuck up on this crazy ride. I'm all jumbled up inside. You've got my number for real. Now
Super smart, hard worker, outgoing, handyman, super loving, supportive, encourages me in all I do, and compliments me.
Ferris wheel, I am upside.
So just think about the way, if you're walking down the street, you just see this up there. Someone could be having a really bad day. Maybe they just got dumped. You never know. And they see this, and it can pick them up and really change their lives.
Don't know what to say. Yeah. Marry me is all that comes to mind. If I had clarity, I know to take more time. But I feel like I need you now today.
The world needs more love.
It really does. The world needs way more love.
Crazy ride.
All right, so we have this poster. It's only 5 words, very simple. We're gonna stand out on the street corner, and we're gonna see if people can honk for us.
Being able to just have a simple reminder like, you are loved, just a good little pick-me-up goes a long way.
Hey, it works. Dance works. Hey! All you need to do is make these little cards, just something simple, cut it out of poster board, but a cute little thing like this one says, "You're so cool." And then just go somewhere public and start handing them out to people that look like they might need a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Guess all that
Am I gonna go ahead?
Certainly. Got my number for real. Now I know how it feels to be flipped around, to be upside down. You've got my number.
I already can tell that you're such a sweet happy.
Thank you so much.
Of course, this is
Please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a
You
good
just
day.
made my day.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
You sent me a card from paradise with coconut trees.
Every day everyone gets mail. We get very used to, oh crap, we got another bill. Oh no, this bill's coming in the mail. The only time we're ever really excited is when you order something online and you're waiting for it to come and it comes, you get really excited. But imagine getting something in the mail that somebody sent to you. They went out of their way to send to you because they care about you. Now that would change your day. It would change everything about what you're doing, and you might be more excited to go to the mailbox the next day. was so fun to see everyone's faces light up. You know, we had some people almost cry, some people laugh, some people that one couple wanted a selfie with us. That was pretty awesome.
It's been a cold, gray winter, and you've been away.
All right, guys, now it's your turn to spread the love.
Just pick one of these things and go out into the city and do it, and it'll be fun. It'll be a blast. I can promise you that.
Yeah, you might be hesitant at first because it might be out of your comfort zone. It was out of mine, but once you get out there, then you're not focusing on your comfort zone. You're focusing on how you can help people feel loved.
So get to it.
Yeah.
Ah, pretty cool. Yay. Yay. So today we're going to do something like this. Not quite go out onto the streets and make banners and have them honk at us, but we are going to have some fun. The thing that I want you to do today is I want you to, my goal for you is to walk away with that same feeling. The feeling that you're giving it away. Because we know as we give it away, we receive. And whatever we receive is what we're giving away. And it's pretty amazing. So I have 3 quotes, because I thought, well, I need to blend in Ernest Holmes somewhere. So we're going to blend him into this whole topic. His first quote is, "Love is within us. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be ignored. To the extent that we abandon love, we will feel it as abandon us. Denying love is our only problem, and embracing it is the only answer. Through the power of love, we can let go of the past history and begin again. Love heals, forgives, and makes whole." So it's important that you realize that this is really what we're doing. When we're giving it out, and we're making people feel whole. It's the center of their being. So we're giving that away. That's number 1. Number 2 is, all the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. How many people, even those online, and I want to welcome all those online, I didn't get a chance to do that. How many of you during this week have felt like, ugh. Ugh. But then you had to act as though it was true. Not the but the you're okay, right? That's something we have to learn how to do. And if we're not doing it, and the other part is if some of us here felt that, guess what? The rest of the world's feeling it too. So our job is to lift them up. And the third thing that Ernest Holmes says, whoops, I got the same one on there, so I'll read it to you. "We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact on the out there. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied and at peace, healed and prosperous, in a new light and a new life." We have that power within us. It's about bringing it forward and giving it away. And I'd say this to you for many, many reasons. Again, when you give it away, that means you've learned it. That means it's a part of you. That means you're practicing. I can't tell you how many times when I was learning science of mind, and of course Ernest Holmes always says, go test it. So I was out there testing. Did that really work? Is that the truth? And over and over I find, oh yeah, that works. So that's the reason why I want you to continue to give it away. See, Ernest Holmes believed that we have the power to create and to improve our lives. That's why our theme here is create your greatest life. When you create your greatest life, and I know you've created your greatest life, everything works for you. Now, that doesn't mean there's 5% that doesn't. I had 5% this week that didn't. I was like, got to work on that one, right? That 5%. But we have to know this process. Now, today, we're going to work on love and kindness. This is probably the easiest process you could ever do in your whole life. Because if you can do it today, and you can duplicate this over and over and over, then you can duplicate it in other areas. And I don't have to tell you what to do, because it's the same process. It reminds me of a puppy that's going to sleep over here. You know, in order for an animal to learn, what do you have to do? Anybody? Repeat, repeat, repeat. We're just like them in that sense. We have to repeat the action over and over and over. So you're going to get to do that today. The other thing about this is that what we're doing today is we're creating what I call the law of mental equivalence. Now that's a religious science word, right? Doesn't it drive you crazy when you don't know what it means? Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret, and it's not for broadcasting for a year from now, but I'm going to write a book about all the science of mind words and make them simpler. And the reason why I want to do that is because all these religions and faiths out there, we're all saying the same thing. We just have a different language. And if we understand each other's language, what are the chances that maybe we'll have more love and kindness in the world? So I've already got about 125 words, and I can't tell how many pages. And I'm just taking stuff that I've done over the years and throwing it together, and then we'll see. But it'll have a definition. It'll have quotes of different authors, different religions, different subjects, or people like Einstein. Einstein, who knows if he went to church or not? The point, because he's a scientist, right? Not the scientists don't go to church, but the point I'm trying to make is that there'll be a variety of ways to look at things, and then there'll be a process. And here's one of the processes. That's one of them already. That is basically what that is the circle of life. Is that we go through, we want to create something, and we get stuck or we have faith in it, right? Same thing we're going to do today. We either have faith that this will work or we're going to be stuck. If not, then we move through our wants and needs, then we go to action, we receive what's possible, it's all done, and we start over again. Now, I'm not going to explain this whole thing because this would take another hour, and we have things to do today, right? But the idea is that we're moving through life in a circle, a constant circle. And if anybody wants this, I'm happy to give it to you because it's really helpful when you're in a position of not knowing what to do. So, but that is the process. Let's see what I got there. No, you guys, I'm going to put you back here. So, here's what we're going to do today. They gave us 5 things that they did. We won't be doing all of them. One is, so everybody that is online, I need you to get 2 large pieces of paper and a pen or a marker if you want to. And then you can do this along with us. You actually have on your chair the things that we're going to do. But they said make a list of things about somebody. Hang a motivational sign around the city. We won't do that. Honk if you love somebody. We won't do that. Pass out a compliment. And then send something in the mail. So, we're going to start with your piece of paper. This piece of paper. So, there should be plenty of these. Should be 25. Should be plenty of these. There we go. Everybody gets to do this together. So you're going to start with this piece of paper. So if you want to take that piece of paper out, and everyone online, just take a piece of paper out. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And what I want you to do is to bring to mind someone that you love, or that you know maybe needs love, but you love them dearly, and you have high regards for them. And I would invite them to be alive, and someone that you can contact. Maybe someone you'd like to talk to that you haven't talked to in a while. It could be a friend, a spouse, a relative, anybody. But someone that you feel like you have high regards to and that you could talk to. So I'm going to give you just a few seconds to come up with that name. And then once you have that, put their name at the top of the paper. Just put their name at the top of the paper. And then I'm going to give you a minute. And I want you to write one-liners. You know, why you love them. What do you think special about them? So just go ahead and start writing anything that comes to your mind. Don't write a paragraph, just write one-liners. There's a reason for that. And I'm going to give you at least 1 minute. So all of you online, you have 1 minute to write down what you really appreciate about them, love them, like them. You have about 20 seconds. Don't worry if you don't finish it, just write what comes to your mind. And start to bring your writing to an end. Now I want you to notice, how do you feel? Feel pretty good? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah. Whatever you're feeling, they're going to feel. And more. Because you're going to surprise them. Because you're going to go, what I'd like you to do, I'm not going to tell you what to do, I'd like you to do is to go home and finish this. And maybe fill up both sides. Then I want you to either call them or meet with them. And then tell them how you feel. I'll give you an example. In writing my thesis, I had to go back and look at people that have helped me along the way. And if I had any bad stuff, I had to stop and I had to figure that out. But I noticed there were a lot of people who helped me along the way over the last 16 years. And one of them was Christina Tillotson. You might know who she is. She's at Seaside. She's a minister. She's Reverend Dr. Christina. She's gotten the Ernest Holmes Award. When her and I started the video conferencing for Holmes Institute, we were like a pair. If something went wrong, we would call each other. If something went right, we'd call each other. And we would help each other along the way. So she mentored me and I mentored her. But when things changed, we kind of both went our different ways. But I've always thought about her. I've always thought, I wish I could say something to her. So finally one day, I got on the phone and I called her. I couldn't find her phone number, of course, right? I couldn't find her phone number at first. But finally I found her phone number and I called her. And I just said what I felt, which was love for somebody who had really gone out of their way to be in unison with me, to work with me, to care about me, to create something that now everybody uses, Zoom. I didn't create the software program, but I brought it to Holmes Institute together. And so together we created this, now a system within the whole system of ministerial students that now can use this. And we went through the rough part, which there was nothing working, nothing. No internet, no software, no cables, the whole shebang. But we brought it together to a point where it's now functioning everywhere, which is really wonderful. I say that to you because her reaction was more than I expected. Her reaction was, oh, thank you. And so I want you to know that what you have to say on that piece of paper to whomever that person you've chosen is really important. You will make a difference for them. You will make a difference in their life, and they will remember that. In fact, I read something about, I was trying to find a poem today, and it talked about, if there's one thing that people remember about your relationship is the kindness that you gave them. That's the one thing they will remember. Okay. So you can set that down now. You have with you 2 hearts, one about this size and one a little smaller. So there should be 2 hearts in your packet. Okay, you should have 2 hearts. Now, I have to qualify the hearts. Just the small hearts, not the big one.
If anyone's missing a heart, let me know.
Okay. When I had to go find these hearts. And there were only so many that I could find. So if you have a small and a large, just because everybody has a small and large, but they're both large. They both mean large things, okay? So what you're going to do is I want you to, and I'm going to ask you not to do me. What I'm going to ask you, don't put my name on this. I want you to find somebody in this room that either you admire, you like, you have two of them, and I want you to write their name on the back. And maybe why is it that you admire and like them? And don't use me. I don't need a heart. Although I like them, but I don't want to get I want you to give it to each other.
So put their name on one side and
And just put it on the back like that, something like that, okay? And then you can hand them, after service, you can go hand it to them. Okay? And if not after service, you can hand it to them later. But just find two people in this room that you would like to give a heart to. Don't be surprised. I need that postcard. Could you give me one of the postcards, please? Oh, he's got one. Well, you're going to need this.
Oh, okay.
I need that.
I think you did.
I thought I had it. But,
Yeah, well-
oh, I do have it. I had it. Thank you. So once you got that down, just set that aside. Set it aside. Are you having fun yet? Does this feel good yet? Yeah? Okay. All right. Many, many, many years ago, in the creation of Ohm, I created a postcard that says, thinking of you. And so, here is your assignment. I want you to send this postcard to somebody that's not in this room, or maybe not in this room and you don't need their address. You can contact me if you need their address. But just something that says, thinking of you, love you, miss you, whatever it comes to your mind. And then on the back, you can put their address and you can put your little comment here. So will you agree to me that you will do that? Okay, so this is
someone local.
wherever. It could be anybody. It could be back east. I don't care. But send this to somebody. And then wait for them to call you. Because you will be very surprised. Because they will be very surprised that you thought about them. All right? So far, is this okay?
Yeah.
You like this? Okay, all right. Good. Now, kindness cards. See, I've got a whole bag of tricks here.
I've given these out.
A whole bag of tricks. So here's the thing about, I want to talk about the kindness cards. There's somebody that I love dearly who currently is retired. Her name's Mava. We all know Mava, right? But Mava, when she first came to Ohm, she had her own kindness card. And I said, that's so cool. Can we make one? So she helped me make these. And I don't know if you know it, but most of the things that we've done around here is because of Mava. She's all over this place. She's everywhere. And it's because of her kindness. And so I can only think wonderful, loving thoughts about her, even though I miss her a lot. Okay? And there are people like that in this world that we love a lot, and we miss them at the same time. So, what do I want you to do with these kindness cards? I want you to randomly take them out into the streets and do something with them. Either put them on a table, maybe buy I bought the person behind me In and Out, and thank God it wasn't $40. But it was just a small meal for them. They were on their way to work. And just because what we do is when we give that kindness away, something like that, it just fills their entire body up. And then what do? They go give it to somebody else. So your job is to give 2 of these away. If you need more, let me know, because we'll always have this. And it tells you what to do. So it just, says, give a compliment, cook for somebody, help an elderly person, feed an expired meter, I do that one, leave a larger tip, that one, pay for someone's coffee. So, and if you're too shy, you can just put it on a table and walk away. It doesn't matter. The idea is that you're giving kindness away. Oh, Roxy's like, oh, she's giving some love away right there. Anyway, the idea is to be kind and pass it on. Can you do that? You agree to do that? All right. All right. And for those of you online, if you would like me to send these to you, you can email me, and I will send these to you. All right. And then the last one. This is the last one. I saw this. They did this, and they said to make a bunch of these and give them away. And I thought, well, I would really like to just give it to you, because you're all so cool. You're all so cool. Whether I know you or not, I think you're all so cool. And everyone online, I think you're all so cool also. I believe that if it weren't for your hearts to show up and to believe in this teaching and to give me the honor of being able to talk to you about it, that we wouldn't exist. We would not exist. And some of you I are here, and I haven't seen you for a long, long time. And yet I can still remember the day that you walked in and gave me a gift. It's because that's the kind of gifts that we give each other along the way, and that's the kind of gift that I want you to give other people along the way. So if you're inspired by this, go get some red paper, make yourself a bunch of hearts, and go give them away. I think you're so cool. Give it to your kids in your classroom. You just watch them, just go, oh my God, I'm cool. You know, right? Exactly. So you have an influx. Did you feel that? I felt that. I mean, I can feel it through my whole body. When we tell somebody how much we love them and how much we think how cool they are and the gifts that they give to each other. It was like Christmas. Remember Christmas is Christmas? I thank God whoever kept reminding me to tell who's if I missed anybody, is how cool they are and what they've done to support us. So don't forget that. And if you want to keep this, you can keep this, because this is my gift to you. All right. So I found this on Women's Day. So that's all the work you have to do. Is that enough?
Yeah.
That's a lot of homework. But you're going to remember this talk, and you're going to remember that you are creating a mental equivalent in your life. And if you do all these things, then you can say, okay, what do I want to create now? Abundance, all those words that are up there. Freedom, love, joy, power. It's the same exact system. It's the same thing. You learn how to create based upon the same way that we're doing this. Learning how to give it away. Finding out what the things are that are holding you back. Finding the things that are, make you upset. And then going, okay, how do I fix that? How do I work on that? What are my belief systems? It's a constant process, but this is how you get through it, by doing something about it. So I found this on Women's Day, and they had a lot of different quotes, but I thought this one was really kind of cool. It says, "From a wise mind comes wise speech. The words of the wise are persuasive." That's what I'm trying to be today, persuasive. "Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body." So being kind is like honey. That's a nice analogy. It sticks on you. It tastes good. Makes you smile. That looks like a mom and a daughter there. I think what's most important here is that we're not creating kindness and love from nothing. It's something that's already inside of us. Our work is to encourage that and to spread it, to give it away. I say that a lot because I really want you to do it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And as our philosophy would say, we're actively participating in this act. It's a little different than just me saying, here, you're so cool, see you later. It's more about, you're so cool, put this up and let it remind you. We're actively participating in doing this. It's important to do this because there are moments when it's not so pretty and we don't feel so cool. And we can look at that and say, somebody else thought I'm really cool. Do you follow where I'm going? Okay. I hate to bring up the negative, but the negative is what we need, these tools, so that when we are in that place, we can go back and say, no, it's not the truth of me. The truth is I'm cool, I'm good, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm all these things. So not only does the person that you're giving this to need it, you need it. We need it. I need it. So, I'm just about done. Look at that. Another easy day on Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a poem, and then I'll pray this into the week, so that everyone just holds this dear to your heart. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. This is by Carly Dugmore. It's really sweet. It doesn't matter where you go or who you meet along the way. Carry kindness in your heart and practice every day. A simple smile can change the course of someone else's week. The smallest gesture represents the gift of joy we seek. A gentle touch reminds us that humanity still reigns. To pet a lonely cat or dog shows that love will never wane. There are millions of obstacles on any given day, but rise above the hate and fear and live life the love and kindness way. And so as I end this talk today on love and kindness, I know that we are surrounded by that love and kindness in this room. And that is the essence of the divine, of spirit, that moves through each and every one of us as we give that love away. And so I know as we go about our week, we do what we say we do because we know the effects of our gifts. And so I know that each person here does these things, and they feel the presence of God as they give their love and kindness away. And they recognize that, and then they're just spreading the word, and someone else gives that love and kindness away. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for each of us that have come here to hear this message, to learn this way of manifestation, and to know that what we learn today we can manifest in other ways. And so with that, I bless each of you. I know that you keep your word to yourself and that you do the work of God in the world this coming week. So with that, I give great thanks. I let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
All right, let's